It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And here we go from LA. He's going to field this at the 2. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Blown back, gets the handoff. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play.
All right.
See
what this pop off to be.
We'll set up that critical play
A
action
little
for
bit
later.
under the weather from yesterday, but doing all right. Recovered better than I thought I would.
Shotgun now, first round. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Miss Nico there.
DB's best friend, pressure.
He ran away from him.
That incompletion. They came
Thinking I
in
was
before he
going to
could
the
find a
halfback.
target.
I thought he was going to sit though.
Alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, Sprout.
What the heck is happening? Rushing 3 and getting max pressure? What the heck is that? It was a good play call though. I had him beat.
But to send him off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing him up with a sack, that's the cherry on top of that 3 and out.
A little cover 4 drop right there. He's going to end up sitting right behind him.
Makes the fair catch inside the 45. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Chargers take possession. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Now to the running back.
Get there, fellas. Get there.
He's held up short of midfield after a small gain. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
No RPO action. And we're starting to see it.
Another carry for him.
Come on. Come on.
With the first down yardage.
I think
Good
with that
block,
ball,
though.
they were trying
Not
to
a
set him up
cornerback.
with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Play action now for Herbert. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Back to the air, Herbert.
Where you at? Oh, that's a good placement right there. I just knew my safety had that. That's why I didn't run with him. Good placement.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Justin Reed with the tackle. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Back to the well again. He breaks the tackle. As this play winds up out of bounds, let's see what that flag is all about. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. All right, here we go. 2nd down. They'll run here following the penalty. And they bring him down around the 34. It's a 3-yard gain for him. That leaves 3rd and 14 now.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Herbert here, 3rd and long.
How did I get no animation right there? I'm right under it. That's stupid. I jumped that perfectly.
Go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Herbert, quick out wide, complete.
I knew I should have adjusted my, I got a shell on that specific defense. They were all out of position. I know I should have adjusted it. That's silly, though. How do I not get that animation? I'm perfectly in position for the pick. It's going to be one of them games I'm adding spam and triangle, too.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Returnable from the 1. He stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. On play action, here's Stroud. Collins there to grab it. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. What opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. Shorten the pocket and get even more aggressive and take.
I hate when I don't feel 100%.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
I'm about to get out of coach's suggestions,
right there,
but my mind just ain't
happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got
for a whole bunch of focus. About 85%.
First and 10
recovered
from a
from
yard
yesterday.
shy of midfield. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Made the throw
Good,
as
just
he
do
was
it too
getting
late.
hit block, and it's incomplete.
What's going on in my line, though?
Pressure, earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him.
They are giving up the ghost with single blocks. Unreal. He got a freaking tie. How does he have a tie? That's two this cycle that we've seen.
Pass. Here's second down. Looking to throw, Stroud.
Oh my goodness, I thought he was running underneath.
It's intercepted.
That's on me.
And the Chargers will take over.
Bad
As he
read.
reports his first interception of our season.
The best defenses you can go
Watch
look
the
at
replay
for
back.
decades are built from the inside
I had him
out.
too.
And that's not just
I had
stopping the run
X
on the
and
inside out.
triangle.
That's playing your coverage from the
I
inside
thought he was
out.
running
That's
underneath
a
when I saw
beautiful
everybody
job
drop
by
back.
the
I just
defense
knew I had
of taking
underneath
away
right
the
there.
middle of the field, getting that interception,
Oh, he pushed
and
it to
setting their
15
offense up for
yards?
success.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
He pushed it to about 18 yards. Oh wait, what am I looking at here?
The running back gets it on the draw. And he's able to work this down to the 41. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Back-to-back carries here. And they make the stop, I'm going to say at about the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on that game. And it brings up an LA first down.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
It's going to be a jet sweep. Change to a pass.
Throwing on first is Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
I hate how they got these
Putting a
lines,
receiver in motion.
Crossed.
Looking right,
Come
and he
on,
finds
Harris.
him. Give him 18 yards on that play.
Why did he
run,
stop
and gets him a
running?
first down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier
Oh, shoot,
when
what
you count on the
defense on?
offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds, a little short of the 10. And they can go ahead and
Oh,
stay
I
in that
forgot.
huddle.
Yeah, he
We're at the end
loves
of the
speed
first
out.
quarter.
So he ran a speed out,
7-0 is
but
our
he pushed it
score.
up to 10
Go
yards.
back to SoFi right after
Classic beating.
this.
Yeah.
Chargers ball as we get back for the 2nd, and they are thinking points. Here's a give up the middle.
There you
And
go.
he runs into a wall there. Multiple
There you
defenders
go.
ready to stop him cold at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert.
Ain't no way that's a catch. I was underneath that too.
The Chargers take a 13-0 lead. Wow, just fantastic. So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was
From
indeed a
the
touchdown.
live play, it looked like he was airborne when he caught it. But right there, you can see he was dragging his feet.
No change to the call on the field. That play is going to remain a touchdown. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers double their lead to 14. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Returnable from the 2. Returns looking good so far. And in great shape after that return. He's across the 35 before going out.
The kicker.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Simple dive up the middle. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
You know, not a ton of yards.
I should have been through that hole.
Commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Second down now, 7 to go. Running back sent in motion left. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it sets up a Houston first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Stopped by Deion Henley. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Put that in his eye.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Slot man in motion right. Still has some space inside the 35. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Didn't take a rocket scientist to know, Kate. They wanted to get the ball in this guy's hands any way they could, not just in the passing game. He just showed you why. This defense not prepared for his impact on the ground.
Big play got him to the doorstep, Brock. 4 more yards now and goal to go. Zone for the Houston touchdown.
One out the way.
The Texans start to fight back with their first points of this game. Nico Collins with the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. Yep. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
My focus mistake. Excuse me. Normally try to mute that stuff out.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Little play action here.
Running this one left. And he found some running room
Because
for a
the
nice
line
gain.
is pretty nice.
Call it 7
line.
yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
This is a play action.
On the play fake, it's Herbert. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be
I'm trying to wait to see which one cut across the field.
He breaks it up.
That's what I was waiting
Gives him
on.
a chance to do a little giant after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Herbert from the gun. Taking his shot deep down the field it goes.
Good stuff, Steen.
It's intercepted.
Good
Picked
stuff,
off
Steen.
by Darren Stingley Jr. And the Texans take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep.
That's a heck of a play right there.
How effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Dell with the grab. And he's out of bounds after getting across the 45. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. They'll run here on 1st down. They managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 38. Got to him right as he threw it.
Trying to release it.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. That sure altered the throw.
38. Sitting at 2 right here. We're going to test this anyway.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Back to throw, Stroud. Complete beyond the marker. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. That's a pickup of 9. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. But nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Completed to Collins.
Yeah, they hitting.
He didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
A whole lot of drop coverages. I don't want to go to a bunch of drag
2nd and 3 now.
underneath routes, but kind of pushing it to that.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll go down here at the 16. Working quickly here. From the red zone now. Finds him over the middle. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
See if he keeps the same pattern. See what's
Second
going
and
on.
6 coming up here.
Hits the line. There we go.
Running it now out of the gun. And it's a nice gain off a really good
I hate
effort
those
there
animations.
just to stay upright. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Probably 4-down territory there.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Chubb going for the marker. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Timeout call by the Chargers. They're first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. One man wins off the line, and that's all that was
Might be
needed to
audibling out of
ensure
this.
that first
See
down
what
right
it looks
there.
like.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Chubb. Will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans parlay the
Realized Chubb was
interception
in
into
there.
points. It's a
I didn't
Nick
think he'd
Chubb
actually make it to the
touchdown.
corner.
Well, Brock, not sure the play they were running was all that disguised, but with the personnel they had out there, it was going to be tough to stop him either way.
Yeah, there's a great debate. Is it the X's and O's or the Jimmies and Joes? No debate there. That was the Jimmies and the Joes in their want to run it right down their throat.
Plenty of time. Still has 2 timeouts left.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff.
Can't get lax. Gotta watch for the easy completions like screens and whatnot.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30.
But also run some draws out of it.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And there's a man intercepted. Picked out by
Go
Quinion
back to the
Mitchell.
well.
Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
What happened there? I barely got a chance to even read the defense.
Now have 2 left to work with before halftime.
This is one of those cases, Kate, where basketball and football blend together. You know, great zone defenses in basketball, you think about them through the years, they trust one another. They know where they are as defenders on that court. Same thing in coverage. When you trust one another, when you communicate, good things happen. Just like that, you suffocate a pocket because there's nowhere for the quarterback to go.
Another try following the sack. Finds him on the crossing route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
That one.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Round throwing here on first. Well, right side hauled in by Collins. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this
15
half.
seconds. We still got time for some shots here.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And he rips this one out and over the back.
I'm going to waste time. Don't like any of it. Out of timeouts. Halfback is kind of there. Don't want to give him any extra. Extra juice here, 7 yards. The hitches really aren't there for a 7-yarder. If he's going to be running drops, this might be open right here. Square.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Escapes the pocket. He's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
Well, QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Gotta be quick here. 3 seconds. 4 seconds, I mean. Gotta be bring their hut throw.
Takes us to halftime. A final throw before the break. And he will score. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take the lead just before halftime. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read,
right
or
there.
did he
He's sitting
just
in
see
drop
space and he
coverages
was reacting more
repetitively.
on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes.
Oh, he was in Tampa, but he called blitzes. Both of them was open, too.
Both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
I was ready to throw it away, too. If that wasn't open, I was throwing that away.
Break that tie and now lead by 7.
If Stroud doesn't get those yards, it's a no-go.
So better make that return good as it's away.
Couldn't call that far out. That 7 yards is just a weird place when somebody's just running drop coverages.
One last play before the break. One final shot before halftime. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense.
Chargers 14.
All I had to do was see who was the go-to, like who was going deep. All right, offensive focus. Just a bunch of drop coverages. Normally I'd say blitz counter. But let's try to get the run game popping. And let's try to shut down this run game. He's been doing a pretty good job of running in the middle, running up the middle. What up, bro?
Begin the third quarter. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff.
Man, Rogue, I got sick yesterday, man. I rarely get sick, man. I got sick. I'm not doing too hot today, but thought I was about 85, but I'm starting to feel like I'm getting the chills again. But it could just be that it's cold in this room. I don't know. I wasn't feeling cold earlier, though. I'm definitely not feeling up to snuff today.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
I mean, I just thought Petrie would get out there on that.
And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now.
No.
From the pistol, it's Herbert.
Good stuff. I was slow to react on that screen. Yeah, man. But I just really don't get sick like that, man. I'm thankful it wasn't bad, you know. Like I wasn't, just like completely out of there.
Herbert has him on the quick hitter, and he's going to be brought down at the 42. 5-yard gain on the play.
I was expecting to get some work done yesterday.
You're not going to last
Ended up
long
getting
in the
none.
National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
I mean, they're shaking for real.
They send a man in motion. Herbert throwing again. Dumps it off to his running back.
Come on.
Takes out a one stop. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
To this day, I can still see the
that
faces
clean,
of the guys
too.
in the huddle. When you call a screen like that,
Got blocked by,
instead
I
of
think
them
it was
just
right
getting
tackle.
knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push
Oh,
those
no, I think
linemen
that was
downfield
guard.
and
His
then
tackle
tee
blocked
off
him.
and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. 1st and 10, Herbert. He sends this one to the end zone. And he's got it. That's a layup for a good touchdown.
Saw that coming late.
The Chargers cut into the lead coming out of halftime.
I couldn't audible. I tried to get out of that.
So they punted in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
I know once he's down, he starts getting into the
And the
automation
Chargers tie this game at 21.
offense like that. Trying to get up out of there, though. Gotta go back and fix this book, man. It's late in the cycle now, but
Dicker all lined up and ready
I
to
should
boot
at
it
least
away.
have some kind of an audible out of there. I had nothing.
He's going to field this at the 2. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Stroud off the play fake. Caught, nice gain left side. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in 1 play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Big play to begin the drive. That's up to the 37. On 1st down, they'll run. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. It was Marcus Williams in on
that
that
one
stop.
outside.
You know, okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense
bounce.
guessing.
They give it to him again. And that's good for a gain of 5. Junior Colson bringing it into
Pinball
that play.
action.
Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1.
Humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. He gets 6 on that play. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a 3rd down run for a 1st down could be so demoralizing to that defense.
Breaks the tackle, still going. And it's a nice gain on the run, aided by that broken tackle.
Get out here.
It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the 1st defender. Heck, not even by the 2nd one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
2nd and 3 now. On play action, here's Stroud. Makes the grab in bounds left side. That one goes for 25 yards. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Daryl Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And the plunge up the
Outran my blocker.
nothing there. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, I see. My blocker got bumped.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Throwing off the play fake here. Buying some time right. Now he takes it.
Ooh, shoot.
The ball is out. And it's scooped up by the Chargers. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Look, it's been positive here, Buck. You take away the ending, and that drive was outstanding. It was everything they were hoping for. Unfortunately, all that work and effort, it's gone.
Hey, Kate, Cal, how important were those finals?
Pretty important.
Yeah, so was that ball security right there.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Play action now for Herbert. Defender arrives right as
I was trying to settle down right there and settled a little bit too soon.
Middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are
I was
throwing
ready
into
for that.
rush
That's 2
hour, and
interceptions
there
I should have had,
there
but
are a
that
lot of
one was
easy
going to be the
completions
first
to be
one.
found in that part of the field.
Yeah,
Just
and
the
a lot of
computer.
those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Dumped off to his running back.
Come on.
And he's going to be brought
Ain't
down
no
after
way.
getting this up to the 22. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a
Terrible
fresh set of
tackling.
downs.
Gotta do
They
better
have
than that,
themselves
Keon.
another 1st and 10.
What the heck are you doing?
Herbert now.
Shoot.
Dump off caught by his back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Why is it so wide?
First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain.
Am I in
Kalen
line?
Bullock up to make the stop.
Oh, over. Why in the world was it so wide? That was weird.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
RPO flat wheel.
Man in motion here. On 3rd and 2, Herbert. Short pass brought in. The ball is loose. Oh, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Ooh, close call there. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
You know, those defensive guys, they will tell you that the sideline's their best friend, right? A lot of these routes are trying to push the receivers and move the real estate. Sometimes the sidelines could be an offensive player's best friend when that ball bounces harmlessly out of bounds.
Just R1, man.
Baylor Tigers. 21. 5-9.
1st and 10.
Shoot, he
Here's
got me
Herbert.
with it. Freaking hit
The
stick.
pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls
Yeah, it's just
incomplete.
R1 on trying to knock it out. You can definitely abuse it and get caught off. So you got to be careful.
Then you like to have some jelly, and that was almost a huge play with an interception.
But basically, use R1.
2nd and 10. Herbert trying again. It's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. No luck finding his receiver that time.
That was a freaking
And things look tougher
linebacker. I
now
did
with
not
3rd and long.
realize.
They would sure
That's
love
who
to
I had
connect on
out
some
there.
of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
On 3rd down, Herbert.
Dang it, I was hoping he would come a little bit more.
And he's brought down
Kind of
over
bait.
that 40-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all
Yeah,
week
it's
working
just
on your
different,
nickel
man.
passing
It
game
varies
package to take
for
advantage
sure.
of 3rd downs just like that.
Herbert to throw once more. Gets it to him on the screen.
Come on, Madden.
Just a few yards on that.
Come on, man.
Jalen Carter.
Madden tripping.
That's the end of the 3rd on Sunday night. It's all knotted up at 21. Plenty of scoring here as we begin the final quarter. Second down now, 7 to go. There's a handoff up the gut. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Come on, audibles.
Back to the well again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a groove, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
Trusting y'all don't get beat deep.
Going to the ground again.
Oh, come on. How is my coldest linebacker just going to run right by him? And I hear you, man. I'm hoping that they just hurry up and finish.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Herbert now off the play fake. Finds his back complete.
What was that speed boost? That looked like college.
Able to get this down to the 13. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now.
Come on. You've got to be kidding me. My guy's running, both of them running directly away from him. Ain't no quarterback on earth gonna throw that pass.
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer.
It's just been a weird game. 2 interceptions they didn't give me. Well, one was on me. Let me just say one. One interception right there, and then they give me the fumble. Stroud did get popped off, but it's just one of them weird games, man.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away.
He said he never launched it again. That's hilarious.
Only manages to get this back
Man,
to the
that's
20
like Shadow Monk too. Monk did that same thing. He played maybe 3 whole games and then was like, nah, I'm good. And let it go. Exited out and kept it moving.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now a give running right. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Take my temperature again. Starting to feel real
Halfway
funky.
to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Stroud.
What the what?
That throw behind his intended target. Looking for his wide receiver there.
You can't do that stuff. A perfect read.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
That's the kind of stuff that you you play these games and be like a perfect play. You dial it up just exactly as you need to dial it up, and then that stuff happens.
Here's Stroud now. Setting up the running back screen. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Brown throwing here on first. Catch made by Chase Brown.
Little ball from Trick.
Completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. They motion a receiver left. First give of the game here to Chase Brown.
Oh my God.
And he has it up towards midfield.
My linemen don't stop running into me, bro.
5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
I think that hurts him pretty big time because I think that linebacker is his cheese backer, like the super fast one. Which one's your favorite play, man?
No third down required now.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Into like a throw-up mode, man. I'll finish this off ASAP. Halfback screen. Yeah, man. I was so mad in our game because, like, I knew what you were running, but, like, every now and then you hit the right one at the right time, and I miss it, and I'm like, God damn it.
From the 47. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get there to take him down.
I hate when I know what's coming, but I do some dumb stuff and I don't stop it. It's like, man, come on. Because your D-line was ridiculous, man. They just made it too easy for you. Because I had 3 wide-open touchdowns that just were missed. The D-line was cooking. But I was happy to see you ran more plays, though. You mixed it up a lot more. The last time we played, it was a bunch of repeat. We had some repeats for sure, but we definitely had a broader scope of plays this time, which was good to see, man. We should be able to run to the bottom with that D-line.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Shotgun now, first round. Finds him over the middle.
He didn't even touch my guy. A phantom tackle. That's hilarious. This is not a good call. I just realized it might actually work out. It's a PA. I've never even ran this play, to be honest with you. One triangle. Yeah,
Looking to throw.
Jesus, he flew open. Same downs, but he went out. Triangle was about to come wide open too, right there.
He manages a gain of 8 there. And it sets up a Houston first.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender
It's one of them
recovers.
days where I'm feeling like not playing extra innings, like just go for 2. So we'll see how I feel when I get up there.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10.
I hit X.
And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got got to run in the darkness. When linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field,
Really don't like this play
into the
because
darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
3 Sky can pretty much lock it down. And he's been running a decent amount of 3 Sky, but he's been running 4 drop as well. But if I got time, he'll be able to hit square
It's the 2-minute
over
warning
here.
here
Maybe.
in
I
LA.
don't know. What down is it?
Texans down by 7.
Second down. He's getting pressing. Let's go ahead and go here with it. He's been pressing. Let's see if he does it again. Let's take a shot.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
No, didn't press. Alright, we're gonna read this R1 extra circle.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud.
Oh my gosh, Stroud.
Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
QBs,
Jesus
are
Christ.
great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep
He's
shooting
definitely
away.
gonna be cover 4. Probably gonna drop more than likely.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down
Maybe
here.
not. Bringing extra pressure here.
Here he is to throw.
Save for another play.
Either way, he was
I read that the wrong way.
the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series.
Should have read that
Without giving up any points, and that was
left
their
like
ticket
I
off the
planned on
field.
it.
Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Alright, circle triangle to square.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. Well, right side hauled in by Collins. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That'll be a 20-yard hit on 4th down, Brock, and it keeps this drive moving.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Yeah, King, that's definitely the cat and mouse. I don't know if I responded to that earlier or not, but definitely the cat and
They
mouse
can decide to
move
play
right
for the
there.
tire win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and
That's
goal.
a terrible play call.
They'll try and punch it in. And he'll scurry forward for a
Kind of
pickup of
worked,
3.
but I didn't get to run with him like
Timeout
I
called by
wanted
the
to.
Chargers. They're first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
That looks pretty cold though. Chargers background that he has there.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Quick throw left side complete.
Look what they
And
do.
that's going to be a touchdown. It's on
Holding
the board for
immediately.
now. But will it stand? We
Really?
got to see what this flag is all about.
Come on, man. From the 13, I'm tripping. I need to call a timeout, but I gotta save these 3.
So the holding backs him up. They'll try to get that back and then some on 2nd and goal.
Oh shoot! I did not mean to do this. Well, we'll take it though, but I did not mean to audible. I was trying to switch formations. Square, flat is R1.
Here he is to throw. This throw is cut. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line.
You know, I'm really not an intentionally brave play to challenge double
That's why
coverage.
I ran over the
Just simply not
coaching
seeing the two
suggestions. They
defenders
had a nice one for me there, but
tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
when you see it ain't an option, man.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. Third and goal.
Alright, so extra triangle.
Motion man is
that's
the
not
tight end
there.
here, going left. Looking to throw it. He had it for a
When I
moment.
saw him sitting there, I thought I could get away with it.
Pass incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So now they're left with fourth and goal. Talk about coming up clutch with that contact on third and goal, partner. And now a decision for this offense to make on fourth down.
We know how hard it can be defensively in these goal-to-go situations. We know that you have got to be on point, every attention to detail. That's a job well done by that defense.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a fourth to try to reach that end zone.
I need you to come across a little sharper than that. Alright, so we're going X to triangle to circle to square.
Throwing now. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive.
You can D-tackle got free
Find the end
immediately.
zone. They stop him, and they'll still trail as they turn it over on downs.
You know, kid, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. On second down, here's Dobbins. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. Houston calls it second timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here.
I connected with him.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final
Please
moments
don't
of the
be
game, every second counts. If
I
you're
was
going to
like
call a
5
timeout,
yards
you want
away
to be
from you.
right next to that official to signal it in, just as that knee goes down.
Second
That's
down.
wild,
Probably going to
too.
see him kneel it again here.
Lose from the freaking holding
So
call.
the Chargers come away with a win in this one. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week.
It's all good. One of them games.
So that puts a bow
Madden
on
was
this
on
one.
his side for
For my
sure.
partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved
That
on our
pass
crew.
right there
I'm Kate
should have been
Scott
an
signing
interception.
off. This has been
The
another
Joker's on.
presentation of the NFL
2
on
guys
EA
gonna
Sports.
run to the flats.
It's a win for
Or
the
really
Chargers
out
as
wide,
we
I
say
should say, not
goodbye
necessarily to
from
the
Los
flat.
Angeles.
Come on, man. Get up out of here. Oops. God dang it. I think I hit X too fast. College is not exit game on when you get out of there, and I was trying to speed up the cutscenes. Oh, come on, man. Let's see who I have next. I think we got 5 weeks. What is 12? It's wild. They still haven't gave him a dev. No matter how good he performs, he's still normal. Oh man, what's going on with the servers or something? Causing a whole bunch of slowness here. All right, let's see. Who do I have next? Tampa Bay. Cool. All right, man. Appreciate y'all joining. Catch you on the flip.